Hello everyone, my name is HB Aliar Machincook, as you know me, and I'm one of the African Australian Youth Parliament leader. My organization is called African Australian Youth Parliament. I have developed one of the African literature, and I have tried to use the new writing system for the all Africans around the world and those who are living overseas. So the writing system is a combination of two languages. One language is Ethiopia. Why Ethiopia? Because Ethiopia has its own writing system, and Ethiopia is one of the African countries that hasn't been colonized. That's why I picked Ethiopia, and I'm trying to use it in a way that it's actually related to Ethiopia. Second country, or let's say it's second part of this writing system, is Swahili. Some people might know it as Kiswahili, but it is Swahili mainly. So it's two combination of Swahili and Ethiopic writing system, which is in Ethiopia they call it Ge'ez. So these two languages are the ones that combine. Why Swahili? Because Swahili is one of the languages that is most spoken in Africa. So a lot of countries in Africa they speak Swahili. So for my introduction, you know my name has HB Aliar Machincook or Akim, and now we're going to start with the writing system of Africa and the unity of Africa. And why did I pick these letters and why are they going to be used? The first letter, if you look at the first letter, I'm just going to explain the first letter. I'm not going to explain all the letters, but the first letter is the key to all of these things that we are doing. The first letter is written this way, which is like that. And if you look at this first letter, you can realize that this means unity, a unification of two genders. The first gender is a male reproductive system. The second gender is the female reproductive system. These two are combined to make one letter. So the top part, which is written that way, is the male reproductive system. The bottom part, which is written this way, is the female reproductive system. Why? If these two combine together, they will make one unification or unity. And this is why I picked this, because unity or unification is what we all need. We need to unite. And as an African, we need a unity of all the African countries and all the writing system. So without further ado, we're going to start writing the letters, or we're going to learn how to write the letters. The letters are very simple and they are very easy. They are the easiest thing you could ever imagine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write the first letter again, but at this time, I'm going to write it 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If someone knows Swahili, straight away would click why I wrote it 5 times. Because there are 5 vowels in Swahili, and those 5 vowels are the ones that I use to make all the language being talked about. So the first letter, if you look at A or R itself, R cannot be changed. R can be like this. Now, but if we go to A, if we put that down, it will pronounce itself as A, which is what? Which is E. Okay? And this is R, which is A. E now, if you look at E is going to be like that. That's how you can know the difference between A and E, which is I in English. So that is E itself. R, A, E, and then we have O. O is like that. We have small o on top of R. If we put small o on top of R, it will sound, the sound will be O. Okay? And the last letter, the last part of this letter is U. U itself, U will have O on top, and then we flip that. It will sound who. So now we have A, E, we have O here, and we have who. Okay? Now, this trend is going to go for all of the letters that are coming in. So now, I'm going to rub this little writing on bottom here, and I'm going to continue on with ba. And ba itself is pretty simple. If we look at ba itself, ba is written this way. Okay? If you write that way, with the ba, and then you put that, sorry. So if you write something like this, let's say that one like that, this is going to be ba. Okay? So ba is written that way, because ba itself is like that. Now we're going to write ba 5 times. So ba would be like this. Another ba is here. Another bar is here. Another bar is here. Okay, so there are 5 bars. How are we going to differentiate it? We're going to use the same thing that we use in R. So now the trend is coming in. So if you know, if R is A is like this, then B will be like that. If E is like that, then B would be like that. If O is like that, then Bo is going to be like this. And if Bo is 2 of them, so Bo will have that. See how simple that is. So there is a trend which is going through. All the R are together, all the Y, all the A, all the O, and all the U. So the next one now is Cha. Cha is simple. Cha is this way. This is how you write Cha. Cha is this. So you go that way. We can write it 5 times again. So we will write Cha 5 times. Cha that way. That is Cha. So we continue with the same trends. The same trend will be going on through it as Che, Chi, and Cho, and Chu. So Che, you know Che, if I put that, that will be Che. Now let's go to Chi. Chi will have that. Cho will have that. And what will happen with Chu? Chu will have this. And what's going to happen with the last part of it? The last part of Chu will have what? Will have that. See, the trend is going that way. The trend itself make it so easy for you to understand how this works. To Da. Da is very simple. If you look at Da, you can just write the right triangle. So that's the right triangle, right? If I change this like this, now it's going to make Da. So we write L for triangle 5 times. So L, that way, we write it 5 times now. So that way, we write it 5 times. Aha. So that makes life so simple for me to do Da. Because Da itself, Da will make life simple for each and every single word that we are using for that. Okay, sorry, not again. Yeah, so Da, it's going to make it simple for all of us. So Da for myself, if I look at Da, I said, okay, if I want to make it simple and understandable for the rest of the team, Da, they will have that. Okay, D will have that. And what happened with Do? Do will have that. Now let's look. There is a trend with O. I don't want anything to be changed from O. If you look at who have 2 parts, right? Have O and have Ye or A. So for me, all the O has to be there. All you need to do is just to change that. So it's O and just change that. You see the trend. You don't need to move that from where it is. That is how the trend is. So the trend, wherever the O is, you do not need to move it from there. So that is done. Now, people will say, okay, we are going to A. It's not A. Because, you know why? A is already there. A is here. So, and this is why I love Swahili. Swahili, all the vowel has been taken out. So vowel are by themselves. So now we are going to part of fa instead of a. So we're going to go to fa, and that will make it easier. So fa is this way. It will make it easier for us. So fa is this way. That will make it easier. So I'm just going to write it 5 times because of the vowel. Because we have 5 vowels. So you remember that with fa we don't change anything. Now we're going to fe. Fe is going to be this. Okay? Now fi is that way. For we have that. Now you know how we're going to write fu. So fu will be this, and remember it's start with that. And that's fu. So fa, fe, fi, fo, fu. Okay? And that's how the trend goes. So wherever you see all the do or all with all, they have that on top of it. All the he have that. All the a and all the a have nothing on them. And that's how it is going to work. So after fa, what do we have next? We have ga. So with the ga itself, we're going to use a different perspective or a different way of writing ga. So with the ga, ga have what? Ga is this way. If you write L like this, some people will say, oh, this is L. This is L, yeah? So if you write L, let's say L like that, yeah? So, and you put something down here. That is ga. So we write this way. Put that there, ga. Write it that way. That one there. Write it this way. So 4. One more. The last one. Because we have 5 vowels, so we need to have 5 of these ga. So now how we're going to write ge? You don't need to touch anything from there. You're going to touch from the top. So ge is this way. Because this ga, we don't touch anything. That's ge. You know you're going to change this to gi. After that, you're going to change that to go. Now, you don't have to work hard. So you just put gu. What I love about these letters is that the way they stop it, design it, there is no any other vowel with it. So they are by themselves, and that make it simple and understanding for everything that we do. The next one is ha, which is in English is ha. Ha itself is this. Ha is very simple. Ha is like this. So we're going to write 5 of them. Okay, 4 and 5. Okay, so this one here is ha. Okay, hey, how can I write hey? Hey is this way. We put that down. You know he is going to be up. So ha, he, he, we have all here. Now, come in something called who. Who, we have this, and we put 1 up there. That will make it who. So ha, he, ho, who. And that's the 5 of ha. Okay, so after ha, people might say after ha in English is he. But we don't need he because he is already at the thing. So we'll jump he and we'll go to ja. That's how Swahili do it. So ja now, ja by itself, ja is simple. Ja is this way. Okay? We write ja like this. The good thing about ja is this, and that's how I design it. Ja looks so nice. Ja look, the look of ja itself made me think like, wow, this is good. So we're going to write it 5 times. So ja, we'll be writing again. So ja, and we're going to write one more ja. So that way. Okay. So now, how are we going to write J? people might say, how are we going to write J? J itself will be what? That way. Now, G, job, and now, remember, O has to be there, plus what? Plus E itself. So, which is up here. So, Ja, J, G, Jo, Ju. Everything is there for you. Make it simple, make it nice for you. The next one is Ka. After Ja, there's Ka. Ka itself, Ka is this way. Ka is that. This is how you write Ka. Ka itself is very simple. Ka is like that. Ka is this way. So this is Ka. This is the letter Ka. How can I write K? K, remember, this is K. Remember, don't put the one that you're putting in, like ye or this, don't make it longer than what you expect it to be, because it's going to confuse you. Make it shorter, so you know that all the letters are trans. You see how I write it? Everything that I put, I make it shorter. So any letter, any vowel that I put there has to be smaller than the actual letter. Okay? So this is K. K will be on this. Ka is like that. Now, here comes the fun part. How we write Ku? Ku is this plus that. That's Ku. So Ka, K, Ki, Ko, Ku. Make it simple for you. So, and that's why I love Swahili. Swahili, it's so simple and so understanding. After Ka, we're going to go to what? We're going to go to La. And La, you will see some trends of La. La is very simple. After Ka, we have La. And La has that. You be like, what? Wait. La and it look like Ja. No, it doesn't look like Ja. Ja is this way. Ja is like that. That is Ja. La is like this. There's nothing on the back of it, but it's flipped on that side. Okay, that's the difference. This is La and this is Ja. Okay, so when you see La, La has nothing on the back of it. So La 5 times. So we'll have La this way. 2, 3, 4, and the last part, which is 5. So now, how can I write Le? If La is like that, how's Le is going to be written? So Le is like that. And you know, Li will be that. Lo will be this. And you remember, always keep the trends. Lu will be that, plus what? Plus that small part. That will make it simple for everything. So we have La, Le, Li, Lo, Lu. Make it simple, make it nice, and make it good for you to write things. You know? After La, what we have? We have Ma. Ma is the next letter. And Ma is really, really nice and really nice to actually see on how you write it properly. So Ma is like this. That is Ma. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more, 5. This is Ma. So if we write Ma like this, how are you going to write Me? So how are you going to write Me? Me is like this. Okay? That's how you're going to write Me. Me would be what? Would be this way. Would be on that side. Me would be on that side like that. Mo, you know that? And Mu, I'm don't need to tell you. Mu is like this, plus what? Plus one more at the back of it. So that's Mu. So Ma, Me, Mi, Mo, Mu. Okay, so now we're going to Na. Na is very simple. How you write Na? Some people would say, wow, it's confusing. It's not confusing. This is Na. We write it 5 times. So like this, that. Write it 5 times again, like that. It's like a snake or something. So na, so for one more. Na. Okay. That's na. How can we write ne na? So ne is this. I don't need to think again, so I know once I put that mark there, I know this is what I'm gonna, these are the trends I'm gonna follow. So ni, up, no is that, and nu, I know, is that, plus what? Plus one more on top. So which is here? That's nu. So na, ne, ni, no, nu. After na, we have pa. And pa is very simple. Once we write pa, you understand that pa itself is very simple. So pa is this. Pa is this way. So to write pa itself is like that. Now the trend with pa is really not that hard. If you follow the trends that I first put, you know that everything will be simple. This is pe. This is p. That is pa. And you just follow with pu on that. So pa, pe, pi, po, pu. So after pa, what do we have? Qua. So qua is this way. You write it this. I love how I wrote qua. Because qua itself, what is qua? Qua is Q. But because Swahili don't have Q, they write K and what? W. That's how you write qua. So, and they just put the vowel on those one. So KW, instead of write KW or Q, because we don't have Q, I come up with this letter which combine both of them, both of the letters. So qua is this way. Que, you can write it 5 times fast, has qua itself. So we'll write it 5 times, and after that we can just put the vowel on top of them. So now that is qua. Que is what? Que is this way. Qui, qua, and ku you know is this, plus what? Plus that on top. So that is ku. So ka, ke, ki, ko, ku. So qua, que, qui, po, ku. Pa, pe, pi, po, pu. Na, ne, ni, no, nu. So Swahili trends is very simple. So after qua, I realized we need ra. And how are we going to write ra? Ra is this way. You write ra this way. You see that? So ra, like, sorry, should put that on top of it. Ra does not have a hole on top of it. So, like that. So ra, like that, and one more for ra. Like that. So this is ra. Now, how are we going to write re? Re, you know, all a have downward. Re is up. Ro is that. And ru, you know, is this one, plus what? Plus that. That will make it ru. So, this is ra, re, ri, ro, ru. And that's how you write ra. After ra is what? We have sa. Sa is very simple. If you write sa, you write it this way. That is sa. So sa, we write it 5 times again, and then you can see the trends on how sa is going to be used to manipulate or to add vowel onto sa. Se itself, se will have this. Si is that. So is this. And you know su will have that plus what? Plus that. That will make it su. So sa, se, si, so, su. And that is how the trends are. Trend is going that way. Okay? So sa, se, si, so, su. Okay? After sa, we have what? We're almost done, guys. We're just on the time. So we have ta. Ta is like this. You'll be like, oh, wait a minute. Ta look like cha. You'll be like, cha and ta, there's no difference. That is big difference. Cha is like this. You see that? Small. Ta is big. Ta is really big and cha is really small, like that. Okay? Cha is bigger than ta. Cha is smaller than ta. So ta is big, like this. Okay? That's ta. So we write ta 5 times. So like that. So ta 5 times. So ta will be like this. Now, how do you write te? Te will be what? So ta will leave like that way. Te will be this. Ti, to, two will be that plus what? If you remember the trends, 2 will be that plus that. That is 2. So ta, te, ti, to, and 2. These are the other part of it. So after ta, we have what? People might say wu. We don't have wu. Wu is part of the vowel. So we are not going to write wu. So wu is already part of R-A-D or wu, the first part vowel. So there's no point of writing wu or any other vowel that we need, because vowel are already been put with all the letters. So after ta we have what? We have va. Va is this way. We write va like that. That is va. So va is like this. So va is like that. So va is like this. So va is like this. Okay? So let me space this out so it can look nice and neat. So va is like this. So we have 5 vowels now. All we need to do is just try to change and to make them look really neat and nice. So va is like this. Ve. That way. You know that? V. Vo. And vu. We have this and the top one. So va, ve, vi, vo, vu. So this is the other part of it. Now we have wa. Wa is the next letter. And how do we write wa? Wa is like this. You be like, wait, wa and ha are the same. No, you might think that ha look like wa. No, ha is like this. You see this? Ha has nothing on it unless you put the vowel on it. But wa has that and that part. But ha is like this. So that's the differences between ha and wa. So wa is like this. So we can write wa how many times? 5 times. So 5 times like that. So we can write it another one more and we should be done with wa. So wa is like this. Way. How are we going to write way? So the same trend that we have is the same trends that we follow. So way is this. We is like that. Wa is like this. And you know who will be that plus what? Plus one part, that is this. Now, and this is how you understand it. That ha and wa are different, because if it was wa, they wouldn't have this and we will put that on top of that. So this is wu. So wa, we, wa, wu. So 2 more letters to go. So the 2 last letters are ya and za. So ya and za. So how do we write ya? Ya is this way. We write ya like this. Ya is very confusing. Then we have that. So we write ya like this one. Then that. That's 2. We write ya like this one. Then that. We write ya this way. Then that. So 4. One more. So we write ya like this. And then that one there. So this is ya. Okay. Now come in ye. How do we write ye? Ye is this way. And you know, we're going to follow the same trend. Yi, ya, and what? You. So you will be this plus what? Plus one more part that is missing. And what part was that? What part are we missing for you? There should be what? There should be one of it that way. So you will be that. So 2 parts. So ya, ye, yi, yo, and you. Like that way, okay? So, and this other one, our last one is za. Our last or our second last, yeah, is za. After za, we can have something called nga. So nga is not in English. So yeah, that way za actually, za is this. You see that? This is za. So like that, then on the other side. So za, like this, then on that side, like this, then one more on that side, za, like that, that's za, one more like this, and then that. That's za. Za is very simple. So how do you write z? Z will be z, zo, and we have one more which is zu. So we have zo plus what? Plus one more that we need to change for that, so which is this. So za, ze, zi, zo, and zu. Now the last one is what? Nga. Nga in English is N and G. That's how we write. Like, let's say if we say ng'ombe, ng'ombe where? Kama unasema ng'ombe, unasema ni nga o ng'ombe. Ng'ombe. Tafadhali. Now, if we change that to the African writing system, we will have, you know why I have that? That is na. And how do you write G? So we'll have this like that on back of it. So we'll have that. So this is nga. Nga will have this like that. And then what? Then that one there like that. Yeah. So we'll have that 5 times. So we'll have these like this, and then we'll have that like that. Yeah. Then on top we'll have this that way. Yeah. Then we'll have that on top. Then we'll have one more. So like that. We'll have these, and we have that on top. So nga, nge, ni, ngo, ngu. So this is nga itself. So nga, after nga we have nge. Nge is this way. Ni is that. Ngo and ngu will be having this, and plus what? Plus the last part, which is what? Which is that way. So nga, nge, ni, ngo, and ngu. I hope you understand how to write Swahili. So next time someone asks you what is the African writing system, this is how we develop the African writing system. I am HB Alia Martin Cook. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening to me. Thank you.